Way back in the beginning of time when I first started this project, I wanted to set these two drawers up on a shelf. That's all I really was going to do. Jobs have a tendency to expand on me. Those mushroom jobs always exist. So this is going to be 8.5 exactly to the top of the thing. I'm going to give it 9 inches just because. So 9 inches down from here. I'm going to make a mark. And that's where I want the top of my shelf to land. And my shelf is a 1/2 inch thick. Now some of you are probably going to ask, wait a minute, didn't you just cut a shelf? Yes, that was the shelf for the bottom section down here where I'm going to be placing stuff actually on the shelf itself. And I need to have a little better edge control of it so that I don't have things dropping off all the time. This one up here is going to be holding a couple of drawer boxes. They're really not going to go anywhere. So all I need to do is put some support underneath there so that those drawers can carry the weight that I'm going to put in them, because you know how it goes. You build something, you put in a little thing, somebody else puts in something else. You never know who's going to put what in it after you're all done. So I'm going to make it strong enough to support those drawers and a considerable amount of weight. But I don't need to have a full shelf all the way across. So I can put a section of shelf here and then use up some other plywood over on this section here that doesn't have to be quite as good. Waste not, want not. Now we're going to put it in the first cross piece. Probably could put it in the back one a little easier than I can put it in the front one, but I got the front one set, so I'm going to just do the front one. This was a seriously screwed up pallet board 2x4. So it's going to look pretty ugly. But I think it's going to work just because I'm going to make it work. like how on the package it says, "Caution, wear safety glasses. Do not put screws in mouth." And then it says it in Spanish, because we all know that everybody should be able to read the directions. It says don't put the screws in your mouth. If you're eating screws, you've got problems that are way beyond a warning. And if you're just carrying them in your mouth, you probably recognize that they're pretty nasty, oily stuff. If you don't, right after you put it in your mouth, you're going to know that for a fact. Now that backboard has been twisted down and around, so it's going to have a little sag in the center, but nothing I can do about it. Now before I put the top shelf in, I want to set the bottom shelf in. Much more organized. And I can get stuff out of the drawers. And I can pull out this box and have everything in that box out to me. All these things, I don't have to take off this box to get to that box to move the things so I can get to the bottom shelf. Is it perfect? No. But is it better? Yeah. And that's what it's all about. Making things a little better each time you do something. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, and I'm sure there's some, or about any of the other videos on the channel, drop a note in the comments below. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching. Now I get to put more stuff on the shelves. I have room.